fire lighting up the sky. Feel the ground shaking underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain, game of survival. Anytime or place, watch 'em run away. I got none. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my throne. I got no rival. Watch 'em run away. I got no, I got no rival.
It's the final game week of the EFL. I know. Get the tissues, wipe the tears, because next year we'll be doing Premier League predictions. However, that said, I'm just, it's been a good year. It's been a good year for football. Obviously, there's not been any sort of COVID stopping us, which has always been great. And we are on the up. Burnley confirmed as champions, but they've still got one game to go to reach 101 points and beat that 100 points tally. The last team to do that was Leicester in 2013-14, I believe. So, it's up there to be done. However, there is still all to play for in the final two positions in the playoffs as well. And at the bottom end of the table, Wigan have gone, Blackpool have gone, but who will be joining them? Is it going to be Huddersfield? Is it going to be Reading? We shall see. But I've got two guests with me, two brothers that will fight like cat and dog, but deep down will love each other. And I'll let you argue over who's the pussycat and who's the bitch. Either way, you can fight over that all you want. But I'll bring those guys in just a second. If you do, and thank you very much for the love and support so far, please do drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we next go live, you bastard. So that said, let's bring them in. Starting off with the usual, the man who's been in here since the beginning of these predictions. Here he is. I'm still trying to work out which one's the better looking brother, but I've got a full hour to try and make that judgment. But how you doing, Anthony? All right?
I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. It's a bit gutting, really, because we always like our Thursday night predictions. It's like what you said, it's the last show, but let's make it a good show. Let's make it an entertaining show, and people in the comments get involved, just put anything in there. Just put any comments in there. We could just answer anything tonight,
Yeah, why not? We're going out in on a high, hopefully. Couple of comments before we bring Rich in as well. My lad's in the chat says, hi, Dad, to yourself. Cindy's in and says, hey, Dan from North Carolina. My love, North Carolina. I don't know why I'm trying to work it like that, but either way, Kate's finally in the chat. She's not gone to bed early tonight, so all is good. And says good evening. And asks if you're coming back for the Prem predictions. Well, it depends if he goes into hiding if Arsenal bottle it, which is already looking likely anyway. But
I'll be back. I'll be back
from outer space. Michael Zinn says, people, good up to yourself. Hope you are well. I try, mate. I try. Kate says, I didn't go to bed early last week. I was sat right now. Yeah, you were. But still, you weren't in the chat, Moody Bum. Either way, speaking of Moody Bums, I think only because they're still drawing 0-0 with Brighton at half-time. Rich.
I'm doing all right.
How you doing? You okay? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Fine. You?
Happy days. Yeah, not too bad. Can't smile wide enough. League wrapped up. I'm just gutted that Monday's going to be the last. I actually looked on my Facebook memories today, and 10 years ago today, I put, what do I do with myself for the next 6 months or something like that, or the next 3 or 4 months? And I wrote that 10 years ago. So I'm like, how am I going to be now?
Yeah, and
How am I going to be
it's
now?
going to be a long summer, no World Cup, no Euros, and nothing. So we're all going to be just sat in the back garden drinking. I think if the weather's nice.
It's either going to be that or all them jobs that we've promised to do around the house. We're going to actually have to
Yeah,
do them.
yeah, I think so.
I've done half of mine today. I did half of my jobs today.
Well, you took her
And
on a
then-
walk, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah. We did have a comment, didn't we? Yeah, we were chatting, weren't we? But there was only one muzzle, so
One muzzle.
But no, Rich, obviously you're a big Bristol City supporter, go to most of the games as well. Season ticket holder, is it?
No, not unfortunately. I've been, but this season I went, or a few seasons I haven't been now, like, but yeah.
Oh, happy
Yeah,
days,
but-
happy days.
but
And then you've
picking
got
through
armchair
what the-
supporter above, haven't we?
You've got that right. Armchair, big time.
no, there's no armchair supporter here, Rich. No armchair supporter here. You were supposed to
Did
give
you
me
know
a bloody
what? We've got one of these
ticket, didn't you?
reclining chairs now. It was like that as well, mate, so we could put his feet up.
I got me stiffers, me fight, Dan.
Not wrong with that, mate. Not wrong with that.
Yeah.
He's on a recliner, Arsenal on the decliner. That's it. It's all,
I like that.
it's all going Pete Tong. It's all going Pete Tong. But no, thank you for coming on. It's nice to have the brothers together as well.
Yeah, nice to be on.
You know, you've been in the chat and stuff, and it's good to get you on. And I think today really is probably about bragging rights. For as much as Anthony's probably got this one wrapped up, next year if we all do this, you know, at least then it's going to be a case of over the course of the season, it'll go a lot longer. But just to beat his score this week will be the best. Just top it off, and you can brag to him, can't you? About
That won't be easy.
I
How many go for
watched
this
last
week?
week's show, and I think you got one right, Rich. So good luck.
Well,
We had a
right.
bit of a discussion before you came on. Me and Dad, we've discussed. You're already the bitch, so you know.
We'll see.
No, I mean, talking of last week, last week's results. You predicted to get 7. You predicted yourself to get 7 correct.
Yeah.
I predicted 5. Kate predicted 4. However, each 3 of us got 5 right. We all got 5 right. However, I predicted 5, so I get an extra bonus point. So I am only 1 behind Kate in second. Obviously, Kate's in second. So I'm coming for that second spot. I don't want to be last. And then hopefully next season I'm going to take top dog, but it's not going to happen. But you are absolutely storming it, mate. And I think obviously it's pretty much wrapped up with the score. But you're on 132. So you've got to literally get them all wrong. And one of us has got to get them all right.
Oh well, you know, they just call me Burley number 2. You know, that's sound. Or Arsenal.
Well, trust me, if you get fuck all right this week and I get them all right, I'm definitely calling you Arsenal, mate, because you bottled it again. Anthony out. I mean, it's what have you made of Bristol City seasons this season, Rich? You know, it's you're safe in the division. You know, fingers crossed, growth from next year. Does Pearson need to move on? Needs a new lease of life?
Thing is, the club down there, starting with that, has always been run on a shoestring budget over the last 20 odd years, as probably Ant would tell you, and everything. They've got the potential down there. We've always brought a good youth academy through, but we always seem to sort of like start off well with the season, then we phase off around about Christmas. So I'm a little bit not. I did predict mid-table this season before the ball was kicked. So we've had some good. We've played some good football down there at times in some matches. In some matches, we've been absolutely awful and deserved the results we've got. But yeah, so I'll probably give Pearson to. I'll give him probably to Christmas this year halfway through the season. And if the league table's looking like as it was this season, I'll probably say it's time to freshen up.
Fair assessment. I mean, talking about Arsenal, Anthony, because obviously that's your first love, then Southampton, then Bristol. I mean,
Then Wrexham.
yeah, yeah, they're in red and doing well. I mean, the thing with Arsenal, I know we said it last week, but a good win for you against Chelsea. Do you still think it's a little bit just too little, too late?
Yeah, it looks that way. On Sunday, Arsenal's got Newcastle, so that's a totally hard game there for Arsenal. Our two
Hey, your
centre
brother will
backs
actually be supporting you for that one because obviously it'll do them a favour in the top four race. So
will do.
We've got a second half here yet, mate.
That Saliba and Gabriel are two centre backs. They're both out injured, so we got Holding and I think he might have to play Ben White in the centre with Tommy Yasu on the right. So he's going to swap that back four around a little bit and just hope we can just play well against Newcastle. I'd be happy with a point. But the rest of the teams we've got after Newcastle, we've got Brighton, Forest, then Wolves. So I think we can beat Brighton. We're obviously showing Manchester United. Obviously they got them tonight, but we're showing how to beat them comfortably. And we should beat Forest and beat Wolves. So I'm banking on around about 10 points left. But Leeds is Man City got Leeds this weekend. As we know, Big Sam's there. So hopefully he might be able to do something and turn it around, maybe nick a point from Man City.
Oh, you never know. You never know. I've just checked in the Championship as well, just prior to us, because Huddersfield do have a few games in hand. Yeah. They are currently 1-0 up at home to Sheffield United, which will put them pretty much nailed on to stay up. And it looks like Reading, who took the points deduction, will be taking that last spot. I mean, technically, it's still up for grabs because obviously depending on what Reading can do. But Huddersfield, like I say, have games in hand. And it's, again, a fantastic job by Neil Warnock, even though, some people question him. I mean, he's mellowed out a little bit in his old age. But, I mean, remarkable job for him to come in there and absolutely turn a shitstorm on its head.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I always said since he got when he was appointed the manager, Dan, I said Huddersfield will survive. I've been saying it every stream. He's the sort of manager you need in the Championship, whether you need to get promotion or whether you need the points to survive. And with Huddersfield, it looks like he's doing that. And I think it'd be Reading going down in the long term. It'd be Reading with Blackpool and Wigan.
Yeah, Rich, I mean, do you echo Anthony's sentiment there that Reading probably look destined for a drop, and Warnock's done an amazing turnaround for Huddersfield? He's gone back there after many years of being there when he looked a lot younger. I mean, he still looked like a saggy ball sack then, but still, he's done a job, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's in all fairness to the bloke. I mean, I couldn't stand him years ago, but I've got to like him over the last couple of seasons. But yeah, fair play to him. I mean, they looked as though he was buried in February. Was it February coming? Something like that.
Yeah. Because he said if I'm ever going to get in management, I can only do 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, he looked buried, and he missed the transfer window. He had to work with what he got there, and first shout to him. But yeah, I think Reading will go. I think that's a big the points deduction they got. I think that's going to sacrifice their season.
It's absolute madness as well because Reading were top of the league at one point this year.
Yeah, they were.
Absolutely flying under Paul Ince, just to see Reading go facing the drop zone to League One, and then you've had the likes of West Brom, Middlesbrough, who were down there languishing, looking like they were ready for the drop, and now they're up there trying to, Borough in the playoffs. West Brom have an outside chance of qualifying, but it's madness.
Crazy,
I think that's why we love the Championship, isn't it? Because it's so many twists and turns. Football for you.
I mean, you go back last season, you look at what's his name took over in Nottingham Forest, Steve Cooper. They was down there by Christmas, weren't they?
Yeah,
massive winning streak. and got promoted to the Premier. Yeah, it's a crazy league, that one. It's chopping and changing every week.
I'm going to miss the Championship. I actually am. I'm actually going to miss it. And the fact that I was like, yay, promotion. And then I'm like, oh, VAR.
It's only a 12-month break for you, Dan.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping we're going to stay up. Obviously, with this new style of football, I don't know how we're gonna perform, but time will tell. Time will tell. Let's see what happens.
Capable of doing
it. Yeah. I just hope we can shore up some of the lone players. And I think we should be all right, even if it's just sort of like solidifying ourselves in the division for a season. 17th and above, anything's better than that.
I mean,
and then
Brighton, they've done that,
don't you?
But Rich, did you want to keep Weghorst, or did you want to send him back to Burnley?
Mate, I'd send him back to his mother's womb. I don't want him anywhere near it.
No. I think because you've had a bit of experience at a good side and everything, all joking aside, I think they might keep him next season because he's played the Premier this season and everything. He could be like a sub or whatever, but I think they might bring his influence on. I think he'll go to Burnley. I think he's back to Burnley. I think they'll have him back there for a season.
All I'll say is the fan base will tell you, nah, off you fuck, and when you get there, fuck off a bit more. But to be fair, he's got that habit of leaving somewhere, even if it is temporarily, and bad mouthing them. I mean, he went to Besiktas and he's all like kissing the badge and he's giving it all this. Yeah. And then as soon as he's gone to United, the training was shocking. It was this, it was that. Yeah. And it's like, you can't keep doing that. You can't just leave one club and then start slandering them. You're still under contract with us. You've still got another year. I mean, to be honest, I think I've heard Galatasaray and Besiktas are looking at signing him permanently. I think he'll be one of those that goes out the door, and it'll be a bit of cash in Burnley's transfer kitty as well come summer.
That could be a blessing, really, a bit of cash, and then what you get from you can jet through the transfer window, couldn't you?
Oh, big time. Big time. Anthony, you do a show on Football United TV. Yes, predominantly a Man United channel, but obviously you do your Gunners from all corners. Tell people where they can show their support to you.
Yeah, I used to show on Friday nights called Gunners of All Corners. It's streaming it Friday at 9 o'clock. My brother was on there last week. He's not going to go on there this week because he's going on holiday over the weekend. And also, I do a show on there on Monday nights called the Football Premier League Weekend Show. So that's just talking about certain games, not the boring ones. The 0-0, the interesting ones we talk about, and that's it. Rich is he's former guest on there every Monday. Apart from that one as well, because obviously that's the day he comes back from holiday. And he might feel knackered, he might chip a nail or something. You never know. And it's all going good. But there's plans for next season as well. That there might be an extra show or one or two shows for next season, but I have to talk that over with the guy Matt who owns the channel.
I was going to say, I can't believe they're letting you loose on just more than one show. To be honest, mate, I'll be truly honest with you.
He's good. Do you know what, Dan? I even might get you on there.
Hey, well, we're now a Premier League club, so why not?
Yeah.
Why not? And Rich, people obviously, like you said, you're a Man United fan. Bristol born, still support your hometown club, but you go on and help Anthony and stuff. Where can people catch you on socials and stuff if people wanted to get you on and chat about United or Bristol City and stuff?
On Facebook, they can find me on my brother's shows most of the time on Football United TV and Gunners from All Corners. And hopefully, it might be this one next season.
Yes, definitely, mate. Definitely. More than welcome to do it. I've already got the edits set up for a Premier League prediction show, but I just need to do an intro and stuff. But that said, let's get into it then. The final week of the EFL predictions. Get your comments in. Let us know how you think these results are going to go. Just to keep everybody updated as well, it is still 0-0 between Brighton and Manchester United, and it is still 1-0 to the Terriers over their Yorkshire rivals on home soil. So it'll be a good result for Huddersfield. So yes, all games are being played on Monday. So I know sometimes we do this in preparation for the Saturday games, but because there's a Burnley fan getting a crown put on his head this weekend, it's probably fair to say that all games have been moved to Monday for that reason, because Burnley are fucking massive. Other than that, there is other teams playing football, and we start off at St Andrews. Birmingham taking on Sheffield United. Now, again, Sheffield United have got second place wrapped up. Birmingham are safe. Again, Sheffield United aren't going to hit that 100 points barrier. Birmingham, again, have another season of survival in the Championship. They've been knocking on the exit door for quite a few years, but they've managed to have another year of staying up. I mean, Rich, I'll come to you first. How do you see this one panning out? Because with nothing to play for, sometimes teams that are down there can often get a surprising result.
Yeah, I mean, if Birmingham needed some points here to try and stay up on the last game, I probably would have looked at it a different way. But like you said, Sheffield United's got second place wrapped up and cemented, they're promoted. Birmingham's, down in the fight again, so but obviously safe. So looking at that fixture, I'll probably have to go. I'll go for a away win on that one.
An away win. An away win.
Finish the season strong, they want.
Yeah, well, we've got. To be fair, if they're getting beat off Huddersfield, they'll want to put that result right against Birmingham. I mean, Anthony, what do you make of it? Like I say, Birmingham have staved off relegation threats for the last 3 or 4 years, and again they've done it this season. But Sheffield United, is it a case of just on the beach?
Well, it's like what you said. I mean, Sheffield United are promoted; they guaranteed second. Birmingham are now safe, so the season's technically over with now. As a manager, let's say if you're both, I don't know, if you was a manager of one of them, you're most probably say, go out there, play a game of football, and just enjoy it. You most probably would, and yeah, but we always know Birmingham can always pull a result out the bag as well, don't they? When you don't expect it. But regarding this, you know what? I'm going to go on the fence for this one, Dan. I just think there's going to be nothing in it. There's nothing to play for. I just think it's just going to be just a good game, couple of goals in there, and it's going to be a draw.
No, fair shout. Fair shout indeed. Who knows? Who knows? That's why we do this. Michael in the chat is, he's thinking same as you. You said goals, but it will finish a draw. He's gone for a Desmond. Kate's gone with me and Rich. She's gone for Sheffield United a win. So it's 3 for that. Anthony, you're on your own, pal. You're on your own. Sat on the fence, firmly with splinters on your ass. But you like that. When I bend over, I look like a cactus. It's all right though, because when you look normally, you're just a prick anyway, so it's right.
100% agree.
That's right, Dick. That's all right.
I love it.
I love it. Dick of the Dickless is now spoken. Jesus.
Next up, then again, most of these games aren't going to have any meaning for clubs, but like I say, Burnley do have a chance to break that 100-point barrier. Cardiff, even though I was speaking to a Cardiff fan earlier, Nathan, we did a bit of a mid-season review just after January, and he said, "Nah, Cardiff are gone. They're down. I want them to be. I want Vincent Tan out." But he's happy to see another season of Championship football. even though it will be at the hands of, obviously, Reading's demise and the points deduction. Again, Burnley at Turf Moor, only beaten once by QPR, who pretty much dashballed Burnley in that sort of sense of playing how we used to do and aggravate teams by taking everything that was thrown at them, but managing to get a result. Again, it's Burnley at home. They know they're going to lift the trophy afterwards. Would they even give a shit about that 101 point mark? I don't know. I mean, what do you think, Rich?
I think they would, to be honest with you. I think you look champions when you hit the 100 point mark. You look better champions, and I think it's a good milestone for Burnley to go for himself. But yeah, I mean, considering your own, I think they'll sign off in style, lift the title there for their fans and stuff. Yeah, so I'm predicting a Burnley win. I mean, after watching Burnley on Saturday down there, even though they still had the League One, then they were still spreading the ball about lovely, and it was a good pass inside and stuff, very quick on the ball still and everything. So yeah, I think Burnley might win this one comfortably. Actually,
I'll take it, mate, every day of the week. I mean, Anthony is pretty much agree with your brother, or do you have other thoughts on this one?
No, I totally agree. I thought even though you've won the league, and obviously you're going to lift the trophy up after the game, and good luck and congratulations, by the way, of winning the league. I think Burnley will win this one, and you'll happily get your 101 points, so you'll be over that 100 point mark anyway. So, but yeah, I mean, I think Cardiff most probably give them the game the best that they can. I don't feel that they're best to be good enough to match this Burnley side. It won't surprise me if Vincent Kompany just jumbles this team up a little bit. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Players,
hopefully not too much. You don't want Huddersfield trying to say, "Oh, you've match fixing bastard."
No. But
they could call Weghorst back this week. You never know.
But yeah, I mean, you might see about 3 or 4 changes. It won't be that many. Just be about 3 or 4. Just go out there, play the game, enjoy it. But yeah, I can see nothing but a Burnley winning this game.
No, clean sweep. Then across the board. Michael says a 3-0 win for the Clarets. Kate's gone for a Burnley win as well. Good girl. Knows what side of bread's buttered. I think it's utter madness not to play for a win, regardless of what position you're at. Never settle for less is my motto. God, you sound like Neil Warnock now. You got to fucking die to get 3 points. Fucking die. But no, it's.
You ain't gonna start Warner or Kate Warnock, are you?
No. Might just start calling her Neil, though.
Yeah.
But no, next up, to be fair, a reason why Reading could face the drop as well is down to this game. As well. Whether Huddersfield get the 3 points today, a draw here is good enough for Huddersfield. A draw will be more than good enough for Huddersfield if they can get the clinch of 3 points against Sheffield United tonight. Only moments left in that one, by the way, and still 1-0 to the home side. But Huddersfield with back-to-back home games, Rich, and up against a fellow relegation contender. The form that they're in at the moment, you couldn't probably look past the home side doing the business.
True, very true. I mean, how long do you say it's left in the game now?
90th minute. So it'll just be added time now.
Yeah, but if they can hold this out and everything, I mean, Reading obviously got no choice to go for the win, haven't they? But I think the tails be up with Huddersfield on this one. Close game it'll be, like a 1-0 or 2-1 by that goal, but definitely go for the home side on this one. I think Reading a bit too much from now. I think they're gone, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's too little, too late for.
Too little, too late. Yeah.
For Reading,
bad season for
90
Reading.
plus first. It is.
Well,
it's been such a topsy-turvy season for them. Like we said earlier, they were top of the division. Now staring League One in the face. it's all gone a bit Pete Tong. I mean,
Yeah.
Anthony, you sort of think the same way. Just Huddersfield, they've found a way, haven't they? They've had to dig deep, and they found a way to get themselves out of it. I mean, and fair play to them. As much as the shit they've thrown at us with match fixing bollocks. I think that they started the season in a bit of trouble. Obviously, Carlos Corberan jumped ship because he wasn't backed. Then there was all the rumours of takeovers and Dean Hoyle wanting to sell up his shares. So Huddersfield have had a little bit of off the pitch shenanigans, sort of maybe halting what's going on the pitch. But it's them that's managed to dig deep and get themselves out of it, where Reading are the ones staring a shitstorm in the face.
But yeah, I mean, you said it yourself. You've had a manager. You had a manager in there. He thought that he wasn't backed. He left. Everybody was feeling that the owners wasn't spending money injecting money into the club. And then what happens? You get a certain individual, a Neil Warnock, coming in, and the proof is in the pudding that the players like him. For a manager like Neil Warnock, the players respect him, and they're doing a job for him at the minute. And also, it's like what you said tonight. I mean, this would be a big win for Neil Warnock, because he want to get back of the club that he used to manage, Sheffield United, as well. Let's not forget that. And
I can just confirm it, Anthony. I can confirm it. It is full time. Huddersfield have won. That does mean that Reading are down. Even prior to this game, Reading are gone. They've put a tweet out of Huddersfield saying, "Never count out them Terriers. We are staying up. We are staying up." So yeah, it seems it's full time, and it is Reading who face the drop. So unfortunate to see Reading go down, but another club goes down, but somebody's got to go. But yeah, fair play to Huddersfield.
Yeah, fair play to them, man. Obviously, within this game as well. So I did say Reading will go down after the points deduction. They haven't got they got to look for it's a temporary interim manager that's in charge of Reading at the minute, isn't it? So
no, Paul Lindsay's still there.
No, is he? No,
he was sacked, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was sacked.
Brighton tonight.
Yeah, he was sacked. So I think it's an interim manager they got, but he ain't gonna do much.
He's on the commentary team at Brighton, isn't he, today?
Yeah. So he's gonna whatever man. I could feel Reading being like a Wigan now. It's gonna be that yo-yo effect between the League One and Championship and back down again. I feel Reading's gonna be another Wigan. In all fairness, so you're gonna have to put me down for a Huddersfield win on this one, Dan.
Yeah, no worries. Again, full house for Huddersfield. Michael's gone for a 2-0 win. Kate's gone for a Huddersfield win as well. Door on tour. Door's in the chat. Forest fan says, hopefully see you next season, dude. Anytime you want me on, let me know, pal. And count me in. As I say, it'd be good to chat all things Premier League next year. So should be good. I thought you were just going to keep our seat warm, but
you got to be honest on that, Dan.
Yeah, true. Kate says, always knew there was a reason I didn't make the Reading move. Bad football. Yeah. There's a backstory to that, but anyhow, we won't go into it. Huddersfield stay up. Reading are down, so it'll be interesting for fans of both clubs when they come competing come Monday. However, Luton confirmed in the playoffs. They are confirmed. Hull, again, another team that started the season well. Were winning games left, right and centre. Ozan Tufan was just popping goals in for fun from wherever. Jean-Michel Seri, who they signed on a free from Fulham, was doing really well. But again, another team that declined over the course of the season, and Luton found that rhythm again to get them where they, to qualify and do a job that they couldn't do last season. Again, Luton at home, Kenilworth Road, you're so close to the pitch, you might as well stick a Luton shirt on. It's not a nice place to go, is Kenilworth Road, is it? But it'll be funny to see Luton in the Premier League if they can do it in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'll take my hat off to Luton. You know, small club, well, not a small club, but a small ground, 10,000, whatever it is, capacity. And do you know what? They've had a really good season this season. Yeah, so I'm going to go for a home win here. But I think take Vincent Company out of the equation and the Sheffield United manager. I think looking at Luton Town manager there, he's adapted it really well because they've had a few misfits over the last couple of seasons with managers coming and going. And yeah, fair play to Luton this season. You know, they've turned over some big sides as well, man, this season. They haven't been shy of playing football, have they?
No, definitely not. Since Rob Edwards has gone in there, he's done a fantastic job. Luton have missed Watford have missed a trick there because with the way Watford go at sacking managers left, right, and centre, it's paid off for Luton. But do you just see Luton taking the win here?
Yeah. When's the playoff dates, Dan?
Playoff dates will be. I will have a look. Championship playoff dates. 2023. So the typical of it to just start running slow. Right, so that's League One. So EFL clubs to finish between 3rd and 6th place will earn a playoff spot in the Championship. Right, here we are. So the EFL final day is obviously Monday. Championship first legs are on the 13th of May. Then the second legs are on. Well, there's another one on the 14th. So Saturday the 13th and Sunday the 14th. The final second legs are not that much difference between them. There's only a few days difference between the two sides, but the actual final date is 27th of May.
Right, because generally, if that's a week after, so nobody's clubs is really cementing the place. They might think, well, we're going to rest a few because we don't want to get them injured for the playoffs, sort of things. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to bear that in mind. But yeah, I bank with a Luton winner.
Yeah, massive thank you to Doug earlier as well, who became a member of the channel. As I said, we did reach 1,000 subscribers, and I really appreciate everyone's love and support. Doug's become the first member of the channel, and feel free if you want to become a member, get yourself involved. I think it's $2.99 a month. I'm not going to force it down your neck, but I appreciate the love and support, and it does help us grow together. So thank you for that as well, Doug, again. Kate's gone for a Luton win. Michael's gone for a 2-1 Luton win. Obviously, myself and Rich have gone for Luton. Anthony, I mean, I know you're a little bit different, but surely this one, you can't back against it, can
you? He's giving me sticks tonight, isn't he? I'll tell you what, I'm going to go. I'll talk about Luton first, all right? And then you're having it, Dick. Yeah, I mean, it's like with Luton, they're up in the, in the playoffs. They've sold it, and it's like what my brother said, like what you both said. I mean, fair play to them cementing that playoffs. I mean, we lost to them beginning part of the season, and it was a bit dire there, but. I mean, for someone that's got a low capacity stadium and the quality of the pitch is not that great at Luton as well. So, they're used to playing on that as well. But all these other teams are not used to it as well. So, every time they play at home, they've always had home advantage, Luton, haven't they? And they've won games, and that's been the key to them of obviously finishing in the playoffs this season. But yeah, I mean, this would be a good game, but I can't go anywhere past the Luton win. To be honest with you, Dan.
No, that is 3 results on the bounce. We have all gone for the same teams. We're all back in the same. There's nobody gone different. The only one who's gone different was you on the first game, Birmingham Sheffield United, when you went on the fence. But
Yeah.
But that's it so far. Who knows? Who knows what's to come? Speaking of which, Middlesbrough already confirmed in the playoffs. Coventry's still fighting to keep themselves in there, which this is a good game and a good test for them to see if they've got Premier League pedigree back coming up against a fellow contender. Rich, I'll come to you. Obviously, Borough, they've done a remarkable job under Michael Carrick. He's got in there, changed their fortunes around. But then you could say the same about Mark Robbins, the amount of shit that Coventry have had over the years. The stadium having troubles where they're going to actually play a game of football. And now they've just signed a new 5-year lease to the stadium. And they could be hosting Premier League football if they do well. I mean, again, this is a tough game to call.
Yeah, very, very tough game there. First of all, you've got to take your hat off to both managers, like you just said. Michael Carrick, from where Bro was when he took over, they've done really well, and they're up there. And since Mark Robbins, like you said, with the stadiums they've had over the last few years and off the field antics and stuff. But I look at this game, and I think a point would be a very good result for Coventry. So I'm going to go on the fence with this one.
No, that's not a bad shout, mate. That not a bad shout at all. Anthony, I know you're partial to splinters up your arse, but can you see a side picking up the 3 points, or are you going to have a chinwag with your brother on the fence? It is a tough game that Coventry do need to. Well, like you say, a point may be good enough, but Coventry will want to make sure that the job is done.
Yeah, obviously, if anybody's got something to play for, it's Coventry. Obviously, Middlesbrough has cemented their place in the playoffs. But yeah, I mean, you've got to give them both credit, both teams, and also the managers of the teams. With Michael Carrick and obviously Mark Robbins as well. There's something I read about Mark Robbins. Reckons he out of all the games being played for the month, I think he's the one that's picked up the most wins and most points in the last 4 or 5 games. So fantastic on them, Coventry. I would, but regarding the result, you know what? I think Middlesbrough is gonna win this, but I put me down for a Coventry win. I think they got more to play for, and also it stops a certain team getting into that top 6. I'll explain it when we come to that team.
Oh, trust me, we're coming to it next, Anthony. Don't you worry about it. To be fair, I'm with you. I've gone for Coventry. I think they've got something to play for. And that's the reason why they've got to go there and try and get something. God, I'm finding me in a Kevin Keegan now. But yeah, Kate's gone for Middlesbrough. Kate's gone for the Borough to win. Obviously, Borough doing well. Sunderland, who we'll talk about later on as well. 2 Northeast teams trying to get themselves in there. Borough obviously already confirmed. But Michael in the chat, same as you, Rich, he's gone on the fence with a 1-1 as well. So, there's like-minded people about. Speaking of people that don't like teams, Anthony, I'll come to you first. Now this one's interesting because obviously Millwall, who the heck likes Millwall? However, personally, need I say any more? I mean, don't rant because you have done it. Actually, you might as well have one final one. To be honest, you've done it for every other week. And now I'm going to have to probably listen to you guys saying that Blackburn will get a result, which is a bit painful. But no, I mean Millwall are still fighting. Blackburn, again, outside chance. I think they pissed it up the wall, to be honest. I think they've done a Preston. They've had that sort of moment of being in and around it and then dropped off at the final hurdle. Millwall are still trying to get themselves in there as much as you don't want me to say it. But how do you think it's going to go, especially in this fixture?
Well, you said about pissing up the wall, and I think Blackburn kisses higher up that wall than what Millwall does. You know, that's a fact. Yeah, I just fucking hate Millwall. Yeah. So I'm sorry, Millwall. You've had your chance this season. You're going to stay in the Championship. Yeah. You're not going to finish in the playoffs. Next season, I heard they're going to change that lion to a pussycat, and yeah, I just put me down for a Blackburn win on this one, 9-0.
Oh, dirty get. Rich, I mean, what's your thoughts on Millwall? I'm guessing are you on the same wavelength as Anthony, or
I fucking hate them.
Love it. Love it.
This is another one there. I can't stop. I hate Millwall. I've been up there around once or twice over the years, and down here as well. And we say we hate them, but I hate the fans. Do you know what I mean? We just say we hate the club, but I just hate the fans. But looking at this game here, like you said, they both can sneak in there. But I'm going to go on the fence with this one as well.
Ah, interesting.
I've got a funny feeling this is going to be a tense game atmosphere at the Den. And it's going to be quite a tense game. And I've got a funny feeling we're going to go with a draw.
It's not bad. Not a bad choice. Obviously,
I know you're going to go for.
It's definitely not that blue and white shirt. Anyway,
Which one?
Not the lighter shaded one. Anyway, Kate's gone for a Millwall win. I'm with the missus. I'm sorry, I'm with the missus. I'm going to have to go for a Millwall win. I can't go for them bastards to get any points. I want to see them drop again and finish about mid-table. But Michael also says 1-0 to Millwall as well. Let's not give them any more airtime, though. You hate them, so let's not give them that much airtime. Swiftly move on to Norwich against Blackpool. Blackpool have already got a big fat R at the side of their name. It's pretty much good night Vienna for them. They're off down to League One. But Norwich, they can't qualify for the playoffs either. It's too little too late for them. They're in 12th. Rich, coming to you first. Norwich at Carrow Road. David Wagner's gone in there. He's not really tore it up like people thought he would have done, like he did at Huddersfield. But then again, Blackpool have nothing to play for, and they can just go out and just do what they need to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit surprised with Norwich this season because I thought they'd have been up, first, second, flirting around the playoffs. But second half of the season, they've had a bad run form, haven't they? They've slid down quite bad. And I've noticed as well, the goals are drying up on them. Sorry, they're not scoring goals. I am going to go for a little party pooper here. I'm going to go for a Blackpool win. Yeah, because I think Norwich, their form has not been very good at all.
No, it's not. It's not. I couldn't agree more. It won't surprise me, like I say, teams that are already relegated end up just playing with a bit of freedom. It's almost like what is it? Just getting your mates together in the park and just having a kickabout, and you end up getting a result.
And have a beer after, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, go put me down for a surprise Blackpool win on this one.
Like I say, it does not surprise me if that would come off. I mean, Anthony, what's your thoughts on this? Norwich, again, Norwich and Watford, both the teams that you expect to yo-yo from the Premier League to the Championship year in, year out. But Norwich this year have decided to stick with consolidation in the Champ.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, both of them, which is a shock, by the way. It's like what we've said it all along on this prediction show. Why they're not in the playoffs, is unreal. But you can understand it more from Watford. It's like what we said, swapping and changing their managers at the time. That's totally ridiculous. But Norwich, I mean, Wagner, he's going to be the manager there next season. Whether they're going to do a decent job next season, he's really got to get that team motivated. And obviously, and we're just talking about playoffs here. We're not talking about winning the Championship next season. But regarding this game with Blackpool, they always picks out a win out the bag, but it's like what I said, you didn't expect it. But they were so good going forward, but they had nothing in the back. Hence, that's why they got a big fat GTR next to their name. But I thought Blackpool was going to give them a game. Norwich most probably, they're most probably give them a game. I'm going to go to opposite to my brother. I'm going to go on the fence with this one. I reckon this one's going to be a draw, and it'd be a good result for Blackpool just to finish off the end of the season for them.
No, that's fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Michael in the chat's gone for a 3-2 win to the home side, Norwich. Kate's gone with a Norwich win as well. But I'm with you. I've gone on the fence. I thought both sides have no to play for. It's just going to be a knockabout. Both sides go home happy, in a sense.
Brighton tonight. I think he's just finished, hasn't it, Dick? Is it 0-0?
I don't know. I'm in the dining room.
Oh, right. All right. Well, I think it's finished 0-0.
Yeah, I think it has finished.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. It's saying 90+7, but it's still saying 0-0 anyway. But
I'll put more on the Scousers. That's all that matters.
All right then. Yeah. 10 Hag time, is it?
Yeah. 10 Hag, you got it. There's a watch called 10 Hag, isn't there?
Yeah, it's something like that, isn't it? Like 10 Hewer or something like that, isn't it? I think it's
you got it. You got it.
Championship, Premiership. Yeah, it's still going. 97 minutes in. Oh, hold on! Chance for Brighton to win it. It's a penalty to Brighton.
Is it?
It is a penalty to Brighton. It's given handball by Luke Shaw.
Who's taking it, March?
Alexis McAllister, the Argentinian.
Oh, you're a brilliant player. I want him next season.
He's looks set to take the penalty. It was a VAR check. Luke Shaw looks to have handled it when the corner came in, and it's been given. Oh, what was that about? A point above Liverpool?
I spoke too soon there, didn't I? If he misses this, there's a done deal for Man United next season with him.
It's in. He's got it. 1-0 to Brighton in the 90+9th minute.
You're going to be winning for Arsenal on Sunday, Dick.
Nah.
Oh, late drama. Late drama. So who did you say? Oh, you were going on the fence, weren't you, for Norwich Blackpool?
Yeah, I go on the fence. Same as you, Dan. We're going to have a chin wag.
Yeah, why not, mate? Why not?
Yeah.
Why not, indeed? Preston Sunderland, then. Preston Sunderland at Deepdale. They've been shit. Preston at Deepdale have been shit this season. Oh, no, sorry. I mean, at home they've been half decent. Away from home they've been shit. They just can't seem to put the ball in the back of the net, Preston. Although they give it a good go to try and get into the playoffs, late push. Again, it's too little too late for them in 11th, 63 points. They can't make it. But Sunderland can. A win could propel them above Millwall and into that 6th spot. Sunderland will be looking at the fact that Newcastle's obviously historic rise in the Premier League, the fact that Middlesbrough are in there. We could see a North-East derby in the playoff final. I mean, who's to say that it couldn't happen? Do you think Sunderland will make it into the playoffs? And if so, obviously they'll have to win this game for that to happen. Do you think they'll go all the way?
I think they can get a result here on Monday next. Sorry, I was going to say Saturday now. Yeah, I think Sunderland can go and get a result here because they've won a few away on the trot, haven't they? West Brom away 2-1. So you never know. Like you said, you can see a North East playoff there. And I think Sunderland will sneak in. I think Coventry will sneak in there, and I think Sunderland will sneak in. That would be my two. But yeah, put me down for Sunderland when I can see them going there. And they got that who's the player on it they got from Man United? Is it Ayu, whatever his name is?
Oh, Ahmed
Ahmed.
Diallo.
That's it. Yeah, he's had a very good season there and everything. So yeah, I think Sunderland might just sneak in. They got the good fan base there as well, Sunderland. So
Yeah.
Definitely put me down for a Sunderland away win there. Preston, I mean, we went out there and won 3-1, so anybody could go out there and win.
Yeah, true. I mean, did Preston get the result of Deep Dale, or is Sunderland going to cause them deep shit, Anthony? How do you think it's going to go?
It's going to be a good game. It's going to be Sunderland because obviously, as you know, Sunderland's got they've got something to play for. You know, that playoffs. Preston ain't got nothing to play for, and their home form hasn't been that bad. But it's like what you said, away they've been crap. So I'm going to go down as a Sunderland win. Anything to stop that fucking Millwall getting in that top six. Anything.
He ate some.
So, to be fair, Kate has gone for Kate. This is us three are gone for the same. It's the one and only draw she's predicted. To be fair, is this game, and we've all gone for Sunderland. Now with you two guys, Michael's the same. He's gone for 3-1 to the Mackhams. Kate says, "I've never seen Anthony so quiet."
No, I know. It's different. I mean, in all fairness, it's been an interesting stream tonight because you think of it. I mean, you've got two brothers on the stream. Huddersfield has survived. We've had a relegation tonight, and also we've had a Brighton win. So it has been an interesting stream tonight. I'll start being my own way now. Don't you worry about that.
Well, speaking of teams close to your heart and stuff like that, Bristol City away at QPR. QPR have been dog shit since the turn of the year, since the World Cup curtailed. QPR had spiralled from second in the division when we faced them, completely dropping their standards to where they've got. I mean, Rich, going off the way Bristol City played against Burnley last weekend, I'd say Bristol City have this one in the bag.
Dan, can we get recliners thought on this one first, please?
Can we what?
Can we get recliners thought on this one, please, first? Yeah, I mean, I thought we looked better. I don't know if you agree with me, but I thought we looked better the last 20 minutes on Saturday when we done the triple substitution. We seemed to get into the game a bit more. Volume come on. And I think if we could take that last 20 minutes to take your winner out of the equation, obviously it was a mistake by Scotty, but yeah, I think we'll go out there and we're going to get three points. They've been very disappointing this season, Queen's Park Rangers. I think they beat you. Is that one win? Is it like 23 games?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they had back-to-back results. I think did they beat Stoke last week? Yeah, they beat Stoke last week as well. So they've had two wins back-to-back. But surely that, they've got to play for. It's meaningless. However, maybe just a confidence booster going into the start of next season.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice to sign the season off, especially with the away win as well, because our away form has been pretty dreadful this season. But I'm confident we'll go out there. We've got one or two players back from injury, I think, as well. So that's a plus. Like you said, it's a nothing game, nothing to play for at all. But because I support the club, I'm going to go for a away win.
Why not? Anthony, what's your thoughts? How do you see this one? I mean, your hometown team away at QPR, a trip to London. Do you think you'll get the result at Loftus Road?
Well, I think we will. Yeah, I definitely am going to go for a Bristol City win on this one. But I can remember the last time when we were down the gate, we played against QPR, and we beat them. And I think if I remember, our date was there. He bought 3 pies at half time, the greedy bastard. and it was he likes a pie, aren't it? And but yeah, it was a good game. We won, and it's like what I said. I mean, they're not being really good this season, are they, QPR? I mean, you know, for
No.
the standard of what you expect them to be, in other words. And you know, they've got who's their striker? They've got up front.
Chris
Yeah,
Martin
like,
is a must.
yeah, they had the Southampton one up front as well, didn't they?
We've got Chris Martin and Lyndon Dykes.
Oh, he must have left them, but yeah, but he's like I said, they haven't got bad players, but I can see nothing but a Bristol City win this season. And talking about Bristol City, when it comes after this game, I just hope we can keep our quality midfielder. Alex Scott, because we've got to keep him, but we know Premier League players is Premier League teams is interested in him as well, but depends how much for. But we've got to keep, we've got to keep our players like that if we want to do anything for next season.
Ivor Byrne is in for him.
Yeah, we are. We've gone sniffing around. Yeah.
Well, no, well you can sniff my ass because you ain't getting it.
I'm gonna have a really big problem trying to sniff your ass, trying to surprise it out to fucking armchair is going to be a struggle to start with.
Chatting about armchairs, and this one's on the red button on Monday, right?
Is
Is
it?
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, nice. I might
So
sit
you
in
sit
fucking
in the chair
armchair and watch it.
Yeah, Anthony won't know what the red button is. It's like a clitoris. He won't know how to find it.
Oh, there it is there. There it is there. That one there. Oh,
But not, you know what? You'll be happy to know that me and Kate have also gone for Bristol City to get the result here. So we have both gone for you to do the biz. Although Kate says QPR weren't too bad, and then Karma hit them in the face. You know. But yeah, Michael's gone 2-0 Bristol City as well. So Bristol getting some loving tonight. Bit of Bristol loving.
That's because you got two.
I must say that chili pie at Ashton Gate is decent.
You should give my brother's name. You should give my brother's name. You got a 20% discount.
To be honest,
use the pie. We get down the drain. Rich, what are you doing? Oh, I'll have a pie. Go have a pie. All right, yeah. Half time. 10 minutes before the half time whistle goes. Where are you going? Get a pie.
Why not? Why not?
Hey, why not?
A pie.
Oh, banging. 3 more games to get through then. And next on that list is Swansea at home to West Brom. As I said, there's not much really in it in the table. I don't think any of them can qualify for the playoffs. West Brom can. West Brom can. Too late for Swansea, but West Brom can put themselves in with a chance. They're level on points with Sunderland with 66 points. So again, West Brom with an outside chance of getting themselves in there. But Swansea have been another team that have been surprising because they started off crap, but they've got themselves into some mid-table mediocrity. However, Rich, away from home, West Brom, Carlos Corberani came in, changed them fortunes around. Too little, too late for them for the playoffs, in my opinion. Anyway, but do you still see them getting a result away from home?
No.
No.
No, to put it blunt, I've got me Swansea, like you said, started off this season a little bit slow. They've got going since we played them in the FA Cup and we knocked them out. I think which was a blessing in disguise because since then they've done quite well actually. West Brom to me, I think they're a little bit. They're not the defensive West Brom we've seen last season in the league because last season they was well equipped in this league last season. Obviously, the manager's come and gone. This new manager's come in, but I think it's like you said, too little, too late for West Brom. So, bank me down for an own win.
An own win.
I'll get back to Taft as well either, but with.
Hey, not wrong with that. Not wrong with that at all. Anthony, how do you see this one faring?
You know what? I think this would be a good game. I think it'd be a fast one, but in the meantime, I think both teams will most probably cancel each other out on this one. So, due that respect, do you know what? I'm going to go on the fence with this one, Dan. I think this game's got a draw written all over it.
No, that's fair enough, mate. I'm with you again. I'm on the fence with you again. You pick my splinters out. Just don't use your teeth. But no, Kate's gone for West Brom, so she's gone the opposite way to Rich. I think West Brom will get the points.
I've got
however,
scissors, Dan. Is that any good?
no, I prefer the one with a jagged edge.
Ah, right, okay, yeah. I've got that.
But no, nice even split for that one, really. A nice, decent split. Moving on to the next one then. Watford against Stoke. A bit of a nothing game at Vicarage Road. Watford in 13th. Stoke sat in 16th. Just, I guess it's one of those of who wants it more on the day, isn't it, Rich?
Yeah. Like you said, Watford's they've surprised me this season. I know they sort of cut the players on the transfer window at the beginning of the season, but I thought they'd have been knocking around, automatic playoff sort of places. Like Stoke's a bit hit and miss. They sort of like win one and they lose two, and I think there's no sort of like momentum there with them. So I'm going to go for on the fence with this one, a splinter. Elton John likes that, doesn't he? Is he still in charge of Watford, Elton John?
No, I think he stepped down. He stepped down as like not ownership, but I think he's got the like presidency for life sort of thing.
He's something to do there, and yeah. But yeah, I think this one will fade out, and I'll go for quite a boring draw, to be honest with you on this one.
And can you feel the love tonight, Anthony, from your brother? I mean, do you think you see what I did there? I mean, do you think Watford will get a result here at home to Stoke, or is Stoke going to get a, like Rich said there, 2 good results and then a shit one? They had that loss to QPR last week. Do they get back to winning ways away from home?
I think they can get back to winning ways, but let's not forget, back in January, Stoke sold their best centre back to Leicester City, didn't they? So
Harry Soutar,
yeah, and I feel that but they've had is it what's that Man United defence? Is it Transvabi or whatever his name was? He went to Stoke.
Oh yeah, Alex Axel Tuanzebe. Yeah.
So he went there, but I mean, I think obviously last game of the season. You know what? I think because Watford they haven't really. I haven't really enjoyed them this season because the managers they've been changing. I'm going to go for a Stoke win. Seriously, I reckon Stoke might win it on the last game of the season.
Oof. Why not? Why not? I'm with Rich. I'm on the fence again. I haven't moved. I want the other brother to start picking splinters now. I want to see who's more delicate. He's got garden shears. He's going all in.
That'd be surprising.
He spanked me arse with a piece of 3v2 while he's there as well.
Get a room, you two.
Get a room.
No, Kate's gone for a Watford win. Michael's gone 4-2 to the Hornets as well. But yeah, another one where there's a divided opinion. And this one's. I mean, if we thought Watford Stoke was a nothing game, then what do we say about this one? I think, if anything, for me, I'm going to call it now. I went for a Wigan win. I think they need a confidence booster going into the next season. The manager there, Sean Maloney's done really, really well since coming in. It's just too little, too late. If it had come in a bit sooner instead of Colo Torre, who knows what could have been? They could have staved off relegation. But yeah, again, an absolutely nothing to play for. One's gone, one's safe. Who wants it more, Rich?
Who could finish bottom?
Wigan finished rock
They're
bottom.
relegated. They finished bottom. They're relegated. Wigan.
Well, they've not finished rock bottom just yet. However, if they get a result here, they can put themselves like third from bottom.
And Rotherham will go bottom.
Blackpool will go bottom, depending. It all depends on who does what. If Reading get a result against Huddersfield, then they'll stay where they are. If they all win, they all stay where they are. But either way, they're still going to stay in that bottom three, no matter what.
Do you know what I'm going to go for this one? They're both down. I'm going to go for a very high-scoring draw on this. Put me on the fence, but I'm going to go for something like a 2 or 3 draw in this game.
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, you always seem to pick a big scoring game, Anthony. Do you think this one's got goals in it, or are they that shit that neither of them can score and it's just a case of cancelling each other out?
I think this would be a good game. I think it'd be a game with goals. I think it'd be by 2 goals at least. You know what? I'm going to go for a Rotherham win on this one. And if I was to predict the score, I would probably say 3-1 Rotherham, because look what they did against Sheffield United. They beat them 4-1 this season, and they pulled results out the bag, seeing the game where you don't expect it against the high teams as well, teams that's higher up in the league. So I feel Rotherham's going to win this one.
No, fair one. Kate's gone for a Rotherham win as well, so she's with you. Michael's gone for a 1-0 Rotherham win. Rich is on the fence. I've gone for Wigan, as I said. The one last prediction I need from you guys is, how many do you think you will get right out of 12? I'll start with you, Rich. How many do you think you'll get out of 12 for an extra bonus point?
For an extra bonus point, put me down for 5.
5. How do you think, Anthony? You backed yourself at 7 last week.
Yeah, I was 2 out. You know what? I'm gonna go 1 less. I'm gonna go halfway. I'll meet you in the middle. I'll go 6.
I thought you were going to say 8. Then I thought you couldn't count. No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough, mate. You never know. The thing is, the final day of the season, it's so hard to predict because, like I say, teams that are already gone get results. Either way, it's going to be interesting come Monday when those results happen. Plus, I think it's not just a final game for 2 teams in the Championship. I believe. Oh no, all teams are up to date now. I thought Huddersfield had an extra game.
No, they're all up to date now.
Yeah.
Fair play.
It was just the Sheffield United and Huddersfield, the 2 teams that was behind.
No, fair shout. I mean, it's been a roller coaster season, hasn't it? There's been lots of many twists and turns. We've seen this lot get relegated and then return to the top promised land. Premier League.
I was going to say, man, you've won the league, but if you just said at the beginning of the season, I looked at us, that's the only cup you lot are saying.
Oh, I tell you what, he's giving you shit, man, tonight. First time on the show. Well, yeah.
We've already wrapped it up.
Got to take this opportunity as well to say, I said it to plenty of Burnley fans last week, and I was sat on the park wall outside when you come out and walk up. I don't know if you come that way. There's a lot of, quite obviously, 3,500 Burnley fans down there, and he was walking by.
I wondered who that big bloke was stood outside KFC. I said to me, mate, he fucking hell, he's a big lad, isn't he?
KFC. Well, that was done before the game started, Mike. So I'd have been at licking chicken.
I saw Anthony hanging by his bollocks from climbing centre up way back to the train station and all.
Sure. What did it? Oh, has he got the big roof come out? Was he sat there on his own chair on top of the roof?
Yeah, he's abseiling with his bollocks. He's just stretching down.
Yeah, that fair play to Burnley though.
Right.
Shook everyone's fans' hands last week and congratulations. Congratulations, mate, on the title and everything. I think it's fairly well deserved. Probably best side in the league by far. And best of luck for next season. Really, you're going to need it.
Oh, definitely. There's definitely a class above that we need to try and reach. But no, thank you guys. What?
Can I ask you another quick question? If one of these big clubs comes in, like Tottenham or anything for company, do you reckon he'd turn on you lot?
Not for someone like Spurs. It's Poison Chalice job. I mean, you look at it and think Conte's gone in there, Mourinho's been there. These are managers that have got a really good CV. They've gone to Spurs and probably tarnished their own reputation by doing it, think they can change it. This is a young up-and-coming manager who could go there and it just everything be taken away from him. We've seen it with players who get fast-tracked into jobs. He's literally not even had one full season as a Burnley manager. I mean, apart from tomorrow, at least then he's had that full season. But not tomorrow, Monday, I say. But it's something's got to give. Why would you, if you are being spoke about as a potential replacement for Pep in the long term, tarnish your name by going to Spurs or going to Chelsea, where you're going to get 10, 15 games, and if not good enough, you're out the door. For me, I've always said with Spurs, the best thing Spurs could do is sell Harry Kane. That way, they're not relying on just this one-man team to bail them out the shit. Everybody else will actually have to play their part, actually play football instead of just thinking, oh, well, if I can play it to Kane and he do the business, then that's it.
That's it, yeah. Thing is, when King's not playing, they got nothing, have they?
No. But the thing is, these teams have got a lot of egos. I mean, how many times has Richarlison scored late goals? He scored 4 late goals. 3 of them have been ruled out for offside. He's been booked 3 times, well, all 4 times for taking his shirt off. Yeah. This is a bloke who's like giving it a big bollock. I mean, Christ, you were in a relegation threatened Everton side the season before, mate. Half the fuck down.
Yeah.
So some of the players need to realise where they come from. And like I say, it's all well and good taking these big jobs and thinking you can run before you can walk, but you can easily get found out.
Yeah, definitely. You can in football. There's no way it's football like that.
No, I mean, if we get another season out of him, we can get another season in the Premier League, and then I don't know what happens from there. Obviously, see what happens, but I'd want at least another full season out of company before he starts.
I think he'll get it. I think he'll want to come out and look at the Premier League as a manager, first time in the Premier League, and I think he'll on you right.
Yeah. Well, you were talking about Tottenham, Rich. I think if you look back at the Tottenham managers, what Tottenham have obviously had, they've had elite managers, and elite managers they haven't done anything there. So the next manager, I don't think it'd be an elite manager. Do you know who I reckon it'd be? I reckon it'd be the Fulham manager, Silva. I reckon he'd be the next Tottenham manager. Because why would you have an elite manager, pay them anywhere like, let's say, 18 million a season, and they can't do nothing with the team? You know, we've seen it with Conte, we've seen it with Mourinho. You know, Poch towards the end, he couldn't do anything towards with Tottenham. So I don't think they're going to get an elite manager in. They get a manager in, a good manager on a less budget, so they got a more budget to spend on players to come in when they need them. That's why Tottenham wasn't spending money on players, because of the wages the manager was getting.
Yeah,
it's a fact.
Plus the stadium might be paid off as well, won't it?
Well, there you go. Well, so that's that. So the answer to your question is, I can see Vincent Kompany being the manager at Burnley all through next season.
Yeah,
all of it. And then it depends where if Burnley, let's say if Burnley finishes, let's say if they finish 15th next season, right? That's another project. For
of course it is.
Kompany to do the following season and the following season, because knowing Vincent Company, you see, right, we've got 15th. Let's aim for 12th. Then let's aim for 10th, then 8th. You know, it's a stepping stone each season, and that's what Vincent Company would be doing.
We'll just have to see what we'll wait and see what happens. But time will tell.
You didn't give your numbers what you think you was going to get right.
Oh, I put 5.
Oh, you put 5, did you? Oh, right, okay.
Same as me.
I could have done an ante and given a half 6.
Yeah.
That's funny.
No, thank you very much, you two. Really do appreciate it. As I say, it's good to have you on, and we'll obviously speak about next season and what we can do going forward. But yeah, to everyone watching, thank you very, very much. Hope you are all well. Obviously, the weekend is very, very near. Whatever your plans are for the coronation or whatever you're doing, if you're ignoring it, fair play. You do what you're doing.
Anne, are you watching Sunday night, The King?
Yeah, I'll most probably watch. I'll watch it, and then that's it. Then and it's over with.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah. I know what you're getting at, Rich. I know what you're getting at. He knows.
Years ago, we used to call it Prince Charles News.
I can't stand the bloke, but look, listen, he's our future king, and that's the way how it goes, and that's it. I mean, look at this. We got the bloody cups, we got serviettes, we got the plate. You know what? I even got the bloody flags going out. This is the missus. It's doing me head in already. And look. Because my kitchen's in the front of the house, we've got a massive flag, right, like that, with obviously Prince Charles in the middle.
Well, that's better than my quartet, isn't it?
She'll be putting it over your face before bed tonight.
Oh my God. Hey, nobody gives a bed.
Now who's wearing the muzzle bit?
Is that the light on or off?
Oh, off, Rich. Definitely off.
Oh, Russ is in the chat. He says, "Big love, Dan and chat. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, Russ. Hope everything is good with you, mate." But yeah, that is it. We will probably be back for a results to wrap it up, and obviously let you know which brother got the better of each other on the final day, but also who won overall, which I think they all pretty much. Obviously, he's won it overall, so he can still gloat even if you do beat him, Rich. But still.
Yeah, but if I beat him this week, it only took me once to beat him. I haven't been on all season, so I could blow in the back of
There is no way you're beating me.
And
no way.
If I'm above you this season, that's 20 years in a row I finished above you in fantasy football. Gotta be. Gotta be.
No. There is no way you're beating me. Seriously. I'll put a bet on it as well. I'll put a bet on it. There is no way that you are beating me next week. No way.
We'll see.
I'm not going down. I'm not going down to a Sonia Jackson lookalike. Sod that. No way.
What's Sonia's brother's name? Robbie, innit?
I can't remember.
But yeah, it says amazing stream. Appreciate that, mate. Appreciate it. As I said, thank you everyone for the love and support. We'll be back with a video. I may even upload a video with me being at the game on Monday. I'll try and video the ceremony and the lifting of the trophy, etc. And I will try and get it uploaded to the channel for you lot to see. But until then, thank you very much for watching. As I say, please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we next go live. Michael says, take care, you lot. Appreciate that, mate. Kate says, cheerio, and he's probably waiting upstairs for my loving arms to go and wrap around her and say good night and all that jazz. But,
she might do it everyone. She might do it on Sunday.
She'll be having me out. So she's got me.
Hey, Dan, you need to get a trophy. You need to get a championship trophy. You know, obviously, because Chris from Leicester So I Die's got a Premier League one.
Yeah.
You need to get a championship one.
What I might do is, if I get a championship one, I might ask him if Leicester don't stay up, I don't want to do a swap for a year so he can have that one in background instead.
Yeah, innit? Yeah, why not?
When they got beat, not last week, a few weeks back, I literally went through my Twitter and sent him every single championship podcast that I podcast with, and said, "Oh, these are people you can get in touch with." And I didn't say out about the game. I just thought these are the people you should be getting in touch with next season. And I thought that'll just piss him off because I've not even said out about the game. It's just there you go, mate. Here's who you'll be talking to. But, no, thank you very much, everyone. Like I say, I do appreciate it. If you want to become a member, feel free to become a member. I do appreciate it. We will be back with watch along and everything. We've got lots of videos coming in the summer. An unofficial end of season award. A team of the season we're thinking of putting together as well. So stay tuned. There will be lots and lots coming, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of transfer rumours as the transfer mill spirals during the summer. So join us for that. But until then, take care. Thank you very much, and we will see you guys very, very soon. Take care. Enjoy your weekend.
Cheers, bye.